Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Trask. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. They'll run on first down with Akers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Trask. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 36, Trask. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. They find some open field here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 49 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Trask. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Akers. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cam Akers. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succa, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
play action. It's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll run here with Akers.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Trask going to get this complete out wide. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts now to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Fields. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second down and goal. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Flushed out right. Wide open, Gronkowski. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Setting to throw. Here's Trask. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Trask now looks to throw on first down.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Ryan Suckup for the Buccaneers. A 55-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
From the gun, Trask. He'll dump this off to Akers.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Trask on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Throwing, Trask. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Akers hit, he coughs it up.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Trask to throw it. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A first down throw for Trask. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Trask.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cam Akers, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. Fields on first down.
Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On play action, Fields.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. Past the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Again, it'll be Akers. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Off the play fake, Trask. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Fourth down, Trask. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. It's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cam Akers taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, Trask again.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
From the shotgun, it's Trask.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.